Welcome to our Malmo, Sweden travel guide. Join us on a captivating journey through this enchanted Scandinavian city. Known for its rich history, modern design, and stunning coastal landscapes, from the iconic turning torso skyscraper to the charming canals of Old Town, we'll explore the best sights and uncover some hidden gems along the way. Get ready to be inspired and start planning your own adventure in this picturesque corner of Scandinavia. Whether you're drawn to the sleek lines of modern architecture or the timeless charms of cobblestone streets, Malmo has something for every traveler. Join us as we delve into the heart of this Scandinavian gem, uncovering its hidden treasures and sharing our tips to make the most of your Malmo adventure. So let's embark on a journey through Malmo, a city that promises to leave an indelible mark on your travel memories. All right, guys, that's it. We're off the ship. It is de-embarkation day here in Copenhagen. See tons of taxis available. They are expensive. Most people say there'll be almost 100 euros to go into town. Your other options are down here. You have some buses that you can take, or the public bus is a couple hundred meters that way. The metro, unfortunately, there is no stop out here by the cruise port terminal. We are having our friend pick us up that lives in Copenhagen, so we're lucky in that regard. And today, hopefully, we're going to get a chance to go to Malmo, Sweden. That's the plan. Because tomorrow, where are we going tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to Dubai.
All right, so we're going to do one day in Malmo, Sweden, while we're here for one night in Copenhagen. Malmo is just across the bridge. What is that bridge? The longest bridge in Europe?
At least in Europe.
Yeah. So that should be really cool. So join us as we explore Malmo, Sweden today. All right, we just got out of our hotel. We're staying at the Crown Royal here in Copenhagen. Crown Plaza, sorry, the Crown Plaza here. Which is really nice because the train station is just right under the metro station here. The lady at the front desk says there's a kiosk to buy train tickets at, and we're gonna hope we can figure it out. So we did it, we got the ticket. The machines have an English option, and it wasn't that bad. It's doing its thing. And there we go, all done.
Woohoo, we get a ticket to go to Malmo. It cost us 192
Danish marks, so divided by 7 works out to what, $27
for both of us, one way, right?
Yep.
Now,
I think we need platform 1, baby. Our train's here, baby. I guess we can get on here. Hit the button.
somebody else hit the button.
There you go.
You wanna stay here?
Yeah. So from what we can gather, there's a couple of seats like we're in that are in these little areas in between the cars, and in the cars they're numbered seats, and that's the, I guess, a first class or an upgraded class ticket where you have a numbered assigned seat. But for this trip it's not that long, so the standing room only ticket's fine for us, or these few limited seats. We're on the bridge to Malmo.
It's the longest bridge in Europe.
Bye Denmark, hello Sweden.
It takes us from the outside to the inside. We're in the longest bridge in Europe.
We made it, baby. We're in Malmo Central Station, and let's go explore Malmo. Oh, there it is. Chris found the restroom, and I'm not sure what part of the train station this is, but it is beautiful. I love this color on the bricks. So we're gonna check out Malmo. Everybody says you only need maybe 4 or 5 hours, and that's about all the time we got. So Malmo, looking at a map, sort of looks like Lübeck, a little island surrounded by canals and rivers. And I just put in the castle in my GPS, and we're gonna start walking there and see what we discover along the way.
So we get to Malmo, and all the buildings look like in Copenhagen. From here, it looks like you can take a boat.
The office is over there.
And we
I
might
don't know
take
if they're
a
running,
photo
but
later. But so far, we're gonna explore Malmo.
So the square we're in right now is called Stortorget, probably butchering that. Right across the way is the Malmo Old Town Hall. right in the middle of Malmo. This historic building was built in 1544, and at the time it was one of the largest cities in Scandinavia here in Malmo. The town hall received its present Dutch Renaissance style facade around 1860s, and it was attempting to restore it to the original facade when it was built. It's a beautiful building.
Malmo is Sweden's third largest city after Stockholm and Gothenburg. Malmo's history stretches back to the 13th century when Malmo was part of Denmark. During the 17th century, Sweden gained control of Malmo. Charming little square is a local's favorite with Swedish shops and exciting nightlife. If you love shopping, check out Södergatan Street. The cobblestone street is pedestrian only and features a mix of shop, restaurant and bars. Visitors will find interesting sculpture in Gustav Adolf Square. A walk through the old graveyard offers visitors quiet contemplation. King Park features beautiful exotic trees and an interesting cave. Malmo Castle was originally built in 1434. The current architecture reflects the 16th century residence rebuild. Visitors are welcome to tour the castle and visit the art museum and natural history museum exhibit.
Well, we're walking around the old town hall here, trying to see if we can get in, but it's Sunday today, so I think a lot of the buildings are going to be closed. And this just might be a nice walking tour where we take a look at the buildings and just enjoy the sights.
But it's pretty. I like the
It is a really pretty little city.
And
Cobblestone streets?
the cobblestone street. And look at this church.
Beautiful church here.
Wow. It looks a little bit like Biserica Neagră, the black church in Brașov in Romania.
Yes, it's more of that glazed black brickwork. Reminds me a lot of Lübeck, the churches we saw in Lübeck.
Yeah, and looks like it's open, so we might be able to
take a
see
look
it
in.
inside.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we found St. Peter's Church. Oh, no flash, no sound, be quiet. They were saying that the churches up here were Catholic churches, but then the Protestants took them over and painted over all the murals on the walls and paintings and just painted them white for whatever reason. And I don't know if the same happened here in Malmo, in this cathedral, but it really seems like it. Most everything's been painted white, no murals on the walls anywhere. But it's still a beautiful, beautiful church. They're always interesting to me where they've made little cutouts so you can see the older parts of the church and some of the foundation.
So many layers.
It's really cool. So here you can see where either the paint's been removed or where they never painted over the original murals on the wall. Unbelievable. So cool. So beautiful. I like the murals better.
That's after we just left that church.
Good, I don't want to be under it. It's too loud. These are always cool. Little walkways between the buildings that people use in the winter so you don't have to go outside. It's a cute little city. I'm not sure how little, but this little downtown area is very cute.
This is a mall and a market.
A grocery store. It is Sunday though, so like half of the shops seem to be closed. Maybe a third of the shops are closed.
But most of the restaurants, they're open, so
Yeah.
we aren't gonna have a problem eating here.
Okay. We found our way to another public square. More beautiful statues, fountains. Must be a really famous statue around here somewhere. Maybe it's those three over there, or that one over there. I'm not sure, but we're gonna make our way through here. All the summer and spring flowers are starting to die back as we make our way into autumn. Just love public gardens and public spaces. It just brings warmth and light and beauty to the city you live in. What is it? Gamala
Kirko Garden.
Garden. Oh, it's a garden. I see garden. And cemetery, evidently. Why not? I'd like to be buried. Well, I'm not going to get buried. I'm going to get cremated, but a garden's a good place. Beautiful statues and flower displays everywhere around here. A great little day trip. I wish we would have thought ahead and tried to book a free walking tour here. We're gonna keep making our way towards the castle. Hopefully it's open on Sunday. We didn't look it up, but even if it's closed, we'll check it out from the outside. Come on, Chris.
I'm coming, guys. Just look at the picture casino.
All right, Mrs. 500 pictures a day. They got what? Chabapi. I did get screwed. Chabapi are so good. Ooh, kebab. Lots of good food. So we stopped for a little snack at a falafel place, and we got chabapi, like a chabapi sandwich with a bunch of salad. There's like 5 or 6 little chabapis in there. If you don't know, a chabapi is a Bosnian sausage, yeah?
Yes.
And it cost us 90 crowns, so it's like $9, not even $9. So we stopped at Falafel Mastern, which I assume is Falafel Master. It was really good. We got the chabapi. It was only $8.25.
Right in front of the casino.
Yeah, it is right in front of the casino. We split an order of the chabapi, which was 5 of them. It was delicious. Absolutely delicious. If you're ever in
Malmo,
Sweden, that is some good eats, and cheap too. Not too bad. $8.25 for chabapi.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Yeah, the geese are pretty. Never seen gray geese before, or swans. I guess these are swans. Gray swans. So for 2 tickets to the castle was $120. So about $6 each, a little bit less. I think it's cheaper maybe because it's Sunday, but I'm not sure. All the signage says it's $100 crown each, kroner. So in the castle, there's also an art collection and different exhibits. Modest fashion exhibit, that sounds interesting. Paintings, 16th centuries paintings. Beautiful. It was only 60 kroner each. I don't know if it's because it was Sunday or we just don't know what the signs say in Swedish, but it's really pretty.
I need to go this way to see that vase. Can I have one?
Probably not.
This one.
Wow, that's a cool vase.
That's the dragon.
Or two dragons. From 1914.
Cute fireplace.
It is. It's a cool looking fireplace. Looks like a grandfather clock. But it's not. I always like to take quick walks through museums even if we don't have time to really learn a ton about it. To see all the beautiful artwork. Basically, this guy ended up collecting all this art because it was his release from being overworked.
He's supposed to see a therapist.
Well, I guess shopping therapy, even back in 1910.
And now he's got over 700
pieces?
art. Yeah.
And they're here on display. Interesting. It's an interesting sculpture.
It was a melting chair.
It's interesting to come and see all the old artifacts that have been uncovered. Little coins, little pieces of silver and gold, old keys. The signs are only in Swedish, so I'm not sure what some of this stuff is. Old pottery. Ooh, officer swords. Yeah, it does. It smells like a damp old building in here. You can go down too. This must be in one of the cannon tower here. Yep, these would be the old defensive positions. Nice and big, so you could have a very large field of view and a very small window for them to shoot back at you. It's a pretty dress from the 1560s. No flash, okay, we can film. Wow, okay, so this is sort of the castle part here. It is really cool. Ooh, can I get a horn like this to drink out of? No, okay.
The king hunting chamber must have been the most comfortable room in the castle, as it could be heated from 3 different sources. The big fireplace in the center of the room, the little stove that was attached to the fireplace in the entrance hall, and the wind oven, made of tile of iron along the southern wall.
That little one over there. Dude. Either this guy was really small or that's a really big horse. Carl the 11th. Ooh, power over people. This exhibition is not suitable for small children. Wow. So this used to be a prison here as well. The oldest prison portraits from 1859. Before release, they photographed all of them, I would guess, so they could find them again if they needed to. The building has a ton of different uses in its history throughout its ages. In 1925, it was used as a refugee center. It had different purposes during World War II. Very interesting. So at the end of World War II, 25,000 survivors of the concentration camps were relocated here to Malmö. And they basically had nowhere to put them because they were already full of refugees from earlier in the war.
They look like a kind of toilet.
Old toilets.
But 5 in a row, I mean, who's going to the toilet next to somebody else?
Well, somebody who has to use the toilet, I would guess. So they built a lot of representation of the prison here. Tell stories of the sheriff and the prisoners. How mouses had burrowed their way through the walls.
I guess we're going back to where we started.
So after walking around Malmo for the whole afternoon, it really is a city you have to visit. If you come visit Copenhagen, you have to take the short train. Even if you only have 2 or 3 hours to hang out here, it only
one day is perfect, yeah, because it's not such a big city. So you need 1 day to visit.
And it's just beautiful. Just come, walk around, visit the castle, the garden. It's just a beautiful place. All right, guys, we're gonna make our way back to the central station, try to figure out how to buy another train ticket to get back to Copenhagen. And we're gonna take you along and show you if we get there. We will, right?
We will.
All right. All right, guys, thanks for joining us on our vlog around Malmo. We had a great time, but we just realized our mics had died at some point, so let's hope they didn't die too soon today.
So we have some
good footage to show you.
Explanation we had been doing, and we might not have it. But if it is, we're gonna let you have just the beautiful Malmo, just a picture without any explanation from us. Now we're gonna go back to Copenhagen, dinner, and ready for
probably go down to Nyhaven, which is that popular little street. And then tomorrow we're taking off and flying to Dubai. So stay tuned for
our Dubai trip.
Yeah, we have a week in Dubai. We're going to do tons of different excursions and we're going to show you everything. So stay tuned.
10 days in Dubai.